In this video, let us see the last example based on the ASA and SAS congruence rule that we have studied. This is from the exercise 8th problem. The problem says, in right angle triangle ABC, which is right angled at C, M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. C is joined to M and produced to a point D such that DM is equal to CM. Point D is joined to point B. Show that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD, angle DBC is a right angle triangle, and triangle DPC is congruent to triangle ACB, and fourth, CM is equal to half of AB. So you have a right angle triangle ABC which is right angled at C. Okay, M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB, and this C which is there is joined to M and produced to a point D such that your DM is equal to CM. Now point D is joined to point B as follows. Okay, it is joined like this, and you have to show these things. Now let us take the first one, that you have to prove that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Okay, so you are given triangle AMC, and wherever there is A, B should come. So BMD. So this is these are your two triangles. So draw these triangles at the end here so that you know which are the corresponding parts and which are the corresponding parts. Now in triangle AMC and triangle BMD, okay, here it is given that AM is equal to BM already. So AM is equal to BM, correct? Also, it is given that CM is equal to DM. This is given to you because M is the midpoint. So you know AM is BM. Also it was given to you that CM is equal to DM, correct? Now AM is equal to BM because M is the midpoint, correct? And CM is equal to DM because it is given to you in the question. So that is your other condition. Next, this angle will be equal to this angle, right? Why? Because you can see in the figure it is vertically opposite angle. Now just one clarification why I am drawing the figures here, so that you know which are the corresponding parts, okay, so that there is no confusion when you are taking the vertices and sides. So now here it is AMC, angle AMC is equal to angle BMD. What is the reason for this? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So AMC is equal to angle BMD because they are vertically opposite angles. So now we have got the condition SAS, correct? So triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD by SAS rule. So if that is the case, then I can say that AC is also, now which is the side remaining? AC and BD, correct? So AC is equal to BD, and which are the angles which are remaining here? Also angle ACM, this angle will be equal to angle BDM. Okay, angle ACM, this angle is equal to angle BDM, this angle. So these two angles are equal. This is because of CPCT. So here it is this angle, but if you look at the figure, it is this angle. Okay. Now let us do the second one. We have to prove that angle DBC is 90 degrees. So we have to prove that angle DBC is 90 degrees. Now we have taken that angle ACB which is there. So we have seen that angle ACM is equal to angle BDM. But if you look at this, these are alternate interior angles, correct? So these are alternate interior angles. And you have learned in lines and angles that if one pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines have to be parallel, correct? So since ACM and BTM are alternate interior angles and they are equal, I can say that DB is parallel to AC. Now if DB is parallel to AC, then these are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, correct? So angle B and angle C are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So your transversal is BC. So you have here DB and AC, and you have the transversal here, this side, which is BC. Then these are the angles on the same side of the transversal. So some of these angles are supplementary. So we have here angle DBC plus angle ACB equal to 180 degrees. But we know angle ACB, already we know it as equal to 90 degrees given to us. So angle DBC plus 90 degrees is 180 degrees. So angle DBC is 90 degrees. So this is what we had to prove. Now let us prove the third one, which says triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So we have to prove triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So let us draw the two triangles so that we know the corresponding parts. So DBC and ACB. Now in this we know that DB is equal to AC because we have already proved here because of their CPCT. Okay. Then we have BC equal to CB because it is a common side, same side, right? This is the same side we are taking, common side. Then we have proved that this angle is equal to this angle, each is 90 degrees. So angle DBC is equal to angle ACB, each is 90 degrees. So now we have got three conditions here. Which are the three conditions? Side, angle, side. So I can say triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB by SAS rule. Now the fourth one, we have to prove that CM, okay, here we have M, CM is half of AB. Okay, we have to show that CM, which is CM is half of AB. Okay, now from this triangle, we have already shown that triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Okay, DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So we want CM and AB. So which are they the corresponding parts? Let us check. CM. So CM is here and AB. Okay, so I can CM falls on CD and you have AB, so you know they are the corresponding parts, correct? So we know that AB is equal to DC because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Why we are taking this here? We want AB, so this is AB, then which is the part corresponding to AB? It is DC. And you know from the figure M lies here, so from this side I will get CM, correct? So that's why we are taking this corresponding part. Now if you see DC, it is made up of DM plus CM, correct? It is CM plus DM. Now since M is the midpoint, CM will be equal to DM, correct? So since M is the midpoint, CM will be equal to DM or DM will be equal to CM. So I can substitute for this as CM. So we get here CM plus CM, so which is 2 times CM. So AB is 2 times CM. So what is CM? You take 2 on the other side, it becomes half. So CM is half of AB.